Welcome to Married to Portuguese. On each episode, my English-Irish husband, Bob, and I discuss and laugh about our life and adventures in the Portuguese culture. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Married to Portuguese.
I almost said the wrong one, yes. This is not Maria's Portuguese table. This is the one that I'm in.
Yes, Married to Portuguese.
Technically the star.
Oh, you are, because you are married to
Portuguese.
Yes,
That would be correct.
You are the star.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that
I
sweet?
need a little more screen time, a bigger trailer.
There is no trailer.
We're already in the basement, so trailer sounds like it's moving right up.
Yeah, we have a setup downstairs in our basement to film, so...
All right. Don't step on my lines here because this is my show.
Okay, Mr. Lawton, take it away.
Show. Yes, so we're down in the basement. We have a little setup here.
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
There's the star ego.
Oh, my goodness. I have no star ego.
I know. I
don't.
Well, we're toasting today.
Oh, we're toasting.
We're toasting?
Oh, we have our Portuguese liqueur. Toast.
Toast?
Saúde.
Saúde?
Saúde. Mm-mm. Oh.
Wow. This is pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah, that is pretty good. All right, so
Okay.
here's what's up.
Why are we toasting, Bob?
We are toasting because we have turned all 8 episodes over
Yes.
to PBS.
Rhode Island PBS. Yeah.
And we have an air date.
Yes, we do.
Which is?
Sunday, April 2nd at 7 o'clock in the evening.
On Rhode Island PBS. Thank you, our friends at Rhode Island PBS.
Yes.
So, contractually, we are very happy to give them first run of show.
Correct. That is correct.
It will air in Rhode Island, Southern New England first.
Right. It'll be Rhode Island PBS airwaves extends out to half of all of Rhode Island, obviously, half of Connecticut, and half of Massachusetts, and part of Massachusetts down to the Cape, and just up to where GBH takes over.
If you live outside that area, I recommend you move into it.
No, it's okay. Because it'll air every Sunday, regionally. Every Sunday, 7 o'clock.
A.M.
No, P.M.
P.M.
He's trouble.
I'm an early bird.
Yeah, no, it will not be at 7 o'clock in the morning. It'll be 7 o'clock in the evening. And so if you want to DVR it, if you're regional, that would be the thing to do. So you can watch it over and over if you want to. And then it'll air for 8 weeks, consecutive 8 weeks, every Sunday at 7 o'clock in the evening. And then it'll take us through all of April and pretty much all of May, because it is 8 episodes. And then comes June, and
it will be available nationally.
Yay!
But your station has to pick it up and put it on their schedule.
Yes.
So they have it available. So
yes,
you might want to give them a call.
Correct. When June comes around, you pick up that phone and you call your PBS stations. And that's exactly what happened last time. I had messages from different PBS stations like, oh my goodness, like we're getting calls from so many people going, I want you to air. Why aren't you airing? Where is, Maria's Portuguese table? And, it's one of the reasons we got, 88% of the stations throughout all of U.S., which is incredible, So I am beyond, I'm so happy. I'm happy. It was a lot of work.
Still is.
And it still is, because we're still working on it. Now it's about promoting it, and it's about, press releases, and it's about all of those other things. But, but I think the hard labor is done. I felt when we gave the 8 episodes, it was like, okay, I just delivered another baby. Here we go. Because it was a long, painful gestation, and a lot of raising money. And we have to say this. We have to thank all our sponsors who made this possible. And number one,
Rhode Island PBS Foundation.
Yes.
Our good friends at Duncan.
Yes. Bay Coast Bank,
Bay Coast Bank.
the UMass Portuguese Cultural Studies. It was also a lot of in-kind sponsorship. So we had Azores Airlines, as well as Bensuud Hotel Group, as well as Azores Tourism. So without them, we wouldn't have done it. And then in the end, we were, as we all know, we lost a sponsor that had said they would, whatever.
It happened.
It happened. And then we had the GoFundMe set up that I fought and, to have.
Didn't want to have.
I did not want to have
it. You fought against it. You didn't fight to have it. You fought against it.
I did. Because I thought that, other companies would come through and, they didn't. But that's okay. Because all of you did.
Yes.
It is so, I'm going to start crying. It's so humbling. Because there were some people that gave so generously. It was incredible. People I have no idea who you are.
We needed, now I'm going to cry. But we needed every penny.
We did.
There was no donation that was too small because, trust me, we needed every cent.
We did.
So
we did.
Thank you for every dollar.
Yes.
Honestly. If there was no donation that was at $1. But if you had only given $1, it would have gone right into the show.
Yes. Yes,
and
absolutely.
We are so excited to share the 8 episodes because we're just smitten.
We are. We're really smitten. This time around for season 2, they shot it in 4K, which I guess is like the thing to film in now.
Yes.
So the colors are beautiful. The cinematography is just gorgeous. We had Dean, who was also my producer and one of the main, director and producer. And he brought along with him like all these Emmy award-winning other cameramen, sound people, production. It was just like this amazing team. And they got it. They got it right away, what we were trying to do. And they were just, so much fun, introducing mostly all of them.
And it shouldn't go unsaid, Dean is also a bad influence.
Why is that?
Oh, he really goads you into doing things you don't want to do.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. He'd go, Maria, we need you to do XYZ. And I'd be like, no, I'm not doing it. No, not doing it. And then he'd go, but really, Maria, we really need you to do it. And then he would wear me down. Mm-hmm. He would wear me down.
He's a bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
He's a very bad boy.
And then I'd go, okay, fine, I'll do it. And so you'll see those things that he made me do. We'll talk about them after, but the first episode that's going to air is Cape Cod.
Provincetown.
Yes. And all about the blessing of the fleet, the people, the 4th generation Portuguese people that are still there in Provincetown and in the Cape and Truro and in all of those areas there. It is really beautiful. It is so beautiful.
We were there, it was late June, right? It was just before 4th of July.
Just before 4th of July, yes.
And weather was just perfect.
Yeah.
People were beautiful.
They really were. They were like, what can we do for you, Maria? What do you need? And that was down to, the people that we filmed with, along with like even the Chamber of Commerce down there, introduce themselves and they're like, whatever you need, Maria, but we had to, just, it was really wonderful.
So we did Provincetown, and then we went to Boston. For episode 2.
Yeah. And we, I can't give you everything what's going to happen because it's going to be surprises, but it's really, I get to cook in a kitchen with someone. We had to make a dish that my mom would make, which is canja. I can say that. And then the other The other is such a big surprise. I don't know if I want to go into it. There's a few things there that are
There's
really
some
great.
Great surprises.
Really great surprises.
Boston's different. It's a different episode, I think.
Yeah.
But
I love it.
It's really good. And then from Boston, we come to our neighborhood.
Fall River.
We come into Fall River in New Bedford.
And then we film in New Bedford as well.
And get to hang out with some of our friends. We make some new friends.
Yes, yeah. It was so great. It's really great. And then we had to take a break because it was we had to raise more money, and so by the time
summertime, we couldn't get flights anyway.
Nope.
So
flights were booked everywhere. And we couldn't get to the Azores or the Central Islands, but then we did in the fall, the end of September, beginning of October, and so which gave me time to raise more money, which was great. And we went to
episode 5 is Terceira.
Terceira, sim.
You folks from Terceira, you have a gorgeous island.
You do, you really do. And that was incredible to make the Alcatra, to make the Dona Melias, to know the history, why there's bulls that are part of the island and why it's so prevalent and why the bulls are so special to those in that island. It was a great story with that.
Yes.
And then from there we went to Saint George.
Saint George. You folks from Saint George, you've got an amazing island.
Oh my goodness, it was such a beautiful island. And not only that, and this happened in all the islands. The people that we filmed with, the people that we met, they were the most genuine and most generous people. And, in Saint George, it was a type of thing where, we'd say, oh, we need this, or, oh, we need that. And it happened. And it would all of a sudden, it would happen. Or someone would talk to somebody. I think everyone on the island knew we were there.
I was reading, I was doing some writing this morning and doing a little bit of research on Saint George, and I forgot how small the population is.
Yes.
It's like maybe 9,000 people.
Right.
Maybe 9,000 people.
Yeah.
And so Saint George, I think it's 90 square miles, even though it's probably like, it's not. I'm exaggerating, but it's like 2 miles wide and 45 miles long. It's just It's just a giant pencil.
Yeah.
So they're very spread out, but they all seem to know each other.
Yes. Everyone knows each other.
One place that Google Maps was not great.
Correct.
Not great. We needed locals to help us find things.
Especially get to the Feijões that we needed to get to. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was great. And then from Terceira, we went to...
Oh, no, not Terceira. We already left Terceira.
Well, it was a trick question. So from Terceira, we went to Saint George. And from Saint George...
we went to Pico.
Pico.
We took our ferry to Pico.
And that's funny because, Pico was teasing us the whole time we were in Saint George.
Because all we could see was the Pico from Saint George.
And it was always showing.
And everyone kept saying to us that it was like it was a special time because the majority of time it's covered in clouds. So not every time you can see it. And while we were there, we could always see it. So it was really beautiful. But with Pico, and I have to say this to those in Pico, we wanted to film a whole episode just on Pico. But when we got to Pico, there were some things that fell apart because they had come from and this is what we found out after, they had one of the busiest summers with tourism that they ever had. And they were all exhausted.
Wiped out and exhausted.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Got to respect that.
We have to respect that. So I was supposed to make a caldeira de peixe with someone. It didn't work out. I wanted to do something else with someone, another winery, and it was like, we're too busy. It was, can we cook with you, to do this? No, we're closed. There were a lot of people who took the time in the fall to close down because they had a crazy summer.
They needed. By the way, you folks on Pico, you've got an amazing island.
I think this is the thing, right? Every island is amazing. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm finding.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I'm finding.
And so Whereas for the Central Islands, we have one full episode for Terceira, another one we have for Saint George. We filmed so much in Saint George that we ended up using Pico's.
We split an episode between Sao Jorge and Pico.
And Pico.
But the footage we got on Pico was great.
Was beautiful.
Just wasn't enough to fill.
Correct.
To fill the
Correct.
full episode.
So that is why. So I want to make sure those from Pico understand that I am well aware that it's not a full episode of Pico, but
we'll find a way to make it up to you.
Yes, we'll find a way to make it up to you guys.
And then we end up episode 8
going to
Fayal.
Yep. That's what he did.
Now, first of all, if you're from Fayal, you've got an amazing island.
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes,
They're all amazing.
They all are amazing. I know that at the end, like when we were in Terceira, people would go, you and all the crew and all that would go, oh, I could live here. I could live here. Yeah, I could live here. Yeah, yeah. And then we'd go to, after we got to St. George and we got used to the inclines and the ups and the downs and all of that stuff, at the end we're like, oh, this is a great place to get away from it all. Because it is just, the nature of it is beyond breathtaking. It is just breathtaking.
But when we get Fayal, first off...
Well, and then Pico,
yeah,
everyone was like, oh, this is great. From the people that we met there, they were just amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we got to Fayal, the last one, you all did the same thing again, like, I could live here. And everyone was looking at, like, all the apps for houses that were for sale. It was
I was halfway through my letter of resignation. Halfway through.
He wasn't.
Mentally, I was.
Mentally, maybe, but not yet. Not yet, honey.
But also, by the time we got to Fayal, we knew it was our last stop.
Yeah.
And we really, we had clicked as a team.
Oh, yeah.
And we really enjoyed ourselves and made sure that we were enjoying ourselves.
Yeah,
so,
and you know what's funny? I've had a few people say to me, oh, I saw, little bits and pieces, pictures of when you were there filming. You looked like you were having such a great time. It's not really work what you do. It's really just a great time. And, I'm glad that it comes out that way because, yes, it was a lot of hard work. And it's not like we were on vacation. We had a lot of that too. Yeah, well, you were on vacation with your husband. No, we were working. We were working our tookuses off. But if I have 6 people and I'm going to have them be 2 weeks away from their wives, their children, their, friends, do you think I am not going to make sure that we have fun?
Well, not only that, but it's not like if we miss a shot, we can go back. I mean,
correct.
We just had to.
We made sure that everywhere we were, we enjoyed ourselves.
So we are thankful to Dean and Mark and Charlie's families for letting them be away for so long.
Nate and Mike.
And Rebecca.
Yes. And all of the people that were part of it that you never saw, and Bob, and because you don't see that in there except for one episode, but I won't tell you. He is a special. He comes in, but I won't tell you which one. And so yeah. I mean, I am humbled by the whole thing. I am beyond excited. I cannot wait for you to see everything. And for those that have to wait till June to see it,
or maybe a little longer,
depending again on your station. But Nita is our distributor. The distributor already will be getting it. They'll have it 2 months ahead of time. So they're getting it like this month, and they will have it ready to air for June. And so it's each station has the opportunity to air it. It is available to every station, but every station decides what to pick up, when to air it. And once again, I gave 3 years as the rights to it. So that means the season 2 has 3 years of being available, and they can air it and re-air it and air it and re-air it as many times as they want. And I still have to this day people out in California going, I just saw you, or down in Florida, I just saw you yesterday, or I'm watching you right now in the Carolinas. So I know it's still showing season 1. So I know that's the way it's going to be for season 2 as well.
You know what's great about the show, really? No zombies.
No.
8 episodes, not a single zombie.
God, why would you even say that?
Well, for people who don't like zombies, I should let them know. It's not in our show.
No.
So we got to wrap this up.
Yes, we do. So cheers. Cheers to everyone. Thank you for making it make it happen, guys. Because I know most of you that are on our newsletter also gave, and there were a lot of anonymous people who gave. I don't know who you are, but that's for you. Cheers.
Cheers, Beijings.
Beijing. Oh yeah. Nice.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'd love to hear your ideas for topics. Ciao.